metaphors are meek. For you move my soul in ways only the eloquence of silence can express. And yet you see, I must speak. I love you. Laurie and David, I hope that Danny Siegel's love poem will become your own. If not the exact words, then surely the meaning. That you hold on tight to each other every day and never take each other for granted and never forget to say one to the other, I love you, multiple times each day. This journey you embark on is a journey of love, and it's a journey of dreaming, and it's a Jewish journey, and I am so proud to be your rabbi. And so as your rabbi, I want to become a teacher for just a moment, because that's what rabbis are supposed to do. We are teachers above all. You stand in a chuppah. If you look at it, it is a roof with 4 poles and no walls. We're taught in the Torah that Abraham and Sarah lived in a tent at the crossroads of the world. And when someone came by and Abraham spotted them, he would run out and greet them and bow down, for he was a man of humility. He understood that they were creations of God, and he would bring them into his tent and have his wife and his son provide food and drink. And for that, the Torah tells us that God blessed Abraham and said that his and Sarah's descendants would be as numerous as the sands of the sea and the stars in the heaven. And then the rabbis, the great rabbis who took the Torah and interpreted, taught us that in fact Abraham and Sarah's tent was not a tent but a chuppah, and it didn't have any walls, only a roof and 4 poles, that it was open on all sides. And they said that they could see in all directions, and so no one could pass by without being seen. And the rabbis teach us that brides and grooms must take their chuppah, under which they stand in the most important moment of their life, and take it with them wherever they make their home. This spiritual chuppah must be in that home. And so too for you. It has no walls. You can see all around you. And we are taught as Jews that God's creations are sacred. And the rabbis teach for brides and grooms, for husbands and wives. If you want your embrace to be sweet, then before you embrace each other, go out in the world and embrace one of God's creations. Make sure that others know that they are loved. Only then can your embrace of each other know the full sweetness and the full taste of life. And so that is the wish we have for you, that you learn, as you have already done, to embrace other human beings and other creations of God, yes, animals, horses, and dogs. Oliver is here in spirit with us tonight. That embrace is so important for our world. You have so much to teach us by your love of God's creations. In this moment, as you seek to become husband and wife, it's incumbent upon me to ask you difficult questions. Questions which I know you'll be able to answer. So Laurie and David, as you begin this journey, do you promise to offer to each other limitless, boundless love? Do you promise to offer to each other a hand stretched forth in friendship, a shoulder to lean on whenever the going gets rough? Do you promise to offer to each other respect for each other's ideas and ideals? The promise of creating a home based on our people's principles and values, and if you are blessed one day with children, the promise to raise them in accordance with God's moral teaching. If you, Laura, and you, David, can respond to these questions affirmatively, then we will know that this journey has not only begun, but that it will go forward with great success. And so now I ask you to let us in on your special feelings one for the other as you begin this journey of your marriage. So David, read these words that you have written to Lori.
Lori, before I met you, I had my doubts that I would find a match. Someone who I would always feel comfortable being with, and love spending time with. When I met you, those doubts disappeared. The first thing I noticed about you when I met you at the Famished Frog was just how beautiful you are. And it wasn't because your father asked you to change into that green sweater that I love. I always think you look beautiful. I think you look beautiful rolling out of bed in the morning. I think you look beautiful after a long workout. Your face is completely red. I think you look especially beautiful today. What I fell in love with, though, is who you are and how you make me feel. From the start of our relationship, it's been very easy for me to be around you. Because I don't have to be anyone else but myself, because I know that you choose me for me. Things that I love about you are your tenacity, your passion, and the fact that you want the best of everything. Which explains why you're marrying me. You're also the most generous person I think I've ever met. If there's an animal out there in need, they would be wise to find you. I fall in love with you for all these qualities. And you've opened me up to so many new things I never cared about. I never imagined that I could possibly love a dog as much as I love Oliver. You also opened me up to so many dumb shows. Most of them I actually enjoy now. You know, the past 2 years have just been such an amazing roller coaster ride. And I know we're going to have so many more amazing and also challenging times together. But I feel very lucky knowing that I have you as my best friend and my wife to get through whatever stands in our way. Where I love you and very excited to spend the rest of my life.
Lori?
Dave, I cannot believe our wedding day is finally here. I'm so excited to become your wife. I really never imagined I could ever be so happy. I really couldn't even imagine it. You bring out the absolute best in me, and I feel completely at peace having you in my life. I never thought I was capable of loving and trusting someone the way I love and trust you, and the way we just enjoy being around each other, whether we're hanging out on the couch and you're playing your fantasy football or basketball, yes, a fantasy team for every season. That's how we make our spare income. We're pretty good at it, actually. Or whether we're just watching Guess My Crappy Shows, My Gossip Girl, My Grey's Anatomy, or whatever else I have you roped into. We just enjoy being together, even doing things that we normally didn't enjoy alone. I'm really just able to enjoy these simple things in life with you. Just everything from he's actually a really awesome egg white omelet maker, especially with the spinach from Whole Foods. It's an extra special. Our walks in the park with Oliver, our getaways, and just, again, watching our silly shows. We've gotten really into Glee, and American Idol's a favorite, and that just brings me to the fact that I do want to